This is my 2006 Jeep WK. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change the outer tie rods. And I'm going to show you the reason why you change the outer tie rods. Okay. Do it again. Keep doing it. Okay. First thing you want to do is jack your offending side up, whether it be the passenger or driver. But I recommend when one goes, you do both sides. So it's better to be safe than sorry, right? If one fails, the other one's not around the corner. So the first thing you're gonna do is jack it up, secure it with a horse, and I'll show you after that what's next. After you got it jacked up and secured with a horse, or what you call jack stand, you're gonna pull the 5 lug nuts off, which are 19mm lug nuts. Okay. Once you have your tire off, you got access to your tie rod end, which is this right here. You got a 1-inch jam net on here, you break free. Use a wrench, boom, pop it off. You got a 21mm nut here, which you back off to the end. Not all the way out, all the way to the end. Take a hammer and you slam it up into here, and that frees this right here. It frees it from the car. I'll show you when that step is done. Okay, once it's out, you can grab it like this, and you can feel how loose that is. There's probably no grease in there or very little remaining in there. That should not be that wobbly. So there's your problem there. Now what you want to do is, once you crack this nut loose here, leave it where it's at. And what you're going to do is back it off. Unscrew it out. Okay. Just like that. There's nothing. No pressure, nothing. When it comes out, this is how you keep the alignment as close as possible. So you could get it to a shop to have an alignment done anyway. Because after you do any front end work, you want to have an alignment so you don't screw up your $300 tires. Okay, that backs out nice and easy. So you leave that jam nut right where it's at, and you screw the new one on right until it buttons up to that, and you're good to go. That's as close as you're gonna get to a perfect alignment without taking it to the shop until you're done. Okay, I just showed you the problem. This is the problem, right? Then you go to Advanced Auto or any auto store, and then you get the problem solver, which is a Moog. I've been a mechanic for over 20 years, and I always recommend Moog for front end parts. I like these better than the dealership parts. Good job, they last a long time, come with a lifetime warranty. This is the new one. And also notice there's no grease fitting on this one, so once it's done, it's done. This one here has a grease fitting, so once you're done screwing it all back together, you put the Zerk fitting in, pump it full of grease, and you're good to go. Every oil change, you just pump some more grease in there, and you got a long-lasting part right there. So basically, all you're gonna do right now, get out the way, is take the new part, thread it on, all the way till it hits the jam nut that you left in place. Simple job, guys. Anyone could do this. Screw it in, screw it in. Right until it hits the jam nut. There you go. Hits the jam nut, give it that one turn, and that's as close as you're gonna be to the same alignment as when you started. You're gonna line up this hole right here, which is gonna be hard. There you go. See that? Push that down into place like that. Thread your nut on, which is called a castle nut. There's a castle nut if you don't know what a castle nut is. See that? When you put this nut on there, the tie rod itself has a hole. Let me show you what the... Okay. See that hole right there? And then you take the castle nut, you thread it on. This is going to be on the car on the other side, so it's hard to do with one hand. There we go. There's this so I can show you what a castle and how they work. You thread it in. Okay. There you go. You see, if you look in there, you see the hole. See it? You take your cotter pin, push it through, just like that, and you flare these ends out. One goes this way, one goes this way, or one goes up and one goes down. This nut will never back out, see? It's locked in. So that's how you use castle nuts if you never dealt with them. Okay, I'll show you when this side is buttoned up and before I put the grease in. Okay people, that's what it looks like when it's installed. Castle nut, cotter pin goes from this side out, in. Bend one tab up, one tab goes under. This is where the Zerk fitting goes in. Zerk fitting is also known as grease fitting. Make sure when you put this in, you don't cross thread it. It has to go in nice and straight, just like that. Start it by hand. Take a ratchet, which is 9/32, and run that in, just like that. Nice and simple, not too much pressure. You don't want to break it. When you break it, you're going to be in hell to get that out. Now, it doesn't take much. Little, and that's it. One more, just to be sure. Just got to have a feeling for it. Once you've been a mechanic for so long, you get feelings. Nothing more than feelings. Okay, what I didn't show you is how to tighten the jam nut back. Put your wrench on it and tighten it just like that. That just presses, it keeps pressure against the tie rod. That's it. That's it. There you go. Okay, next step is top it off with grease until there's bubbles out. Can't do it on camera. I'll show you when I'm done. And whatever grease fittings that you have, that means you change the part, because stock, no grease fittings exist on this car. So once you change it out the first time, you get grease fittings. Once you use this good part, Moog, the problem solver, you're good to go. So I've done a lower ball joint, as you can see right here. Yeah, see the grease fitting right there? That's a Moog lower ball joint. Alright, I'll show you when it's done. There you have it. Greased up, installed, took about less than, taking the tire iron off, probably less than 20 minutes. It's a job anyone could do. You have the tools and the sockets and the wrenches, go for it. Save yourself headaches and money from the dealership or anyone else. If not, call me. I'll help you out. Another thing I forgot to tell you, if you have wheel spacers, these are spider tracks. Good stuff right here. If you have wheel spacers, once you have a tire off, you should always torque these down to 90 foot-pounds. Torque these down to 90, put your tires on, chuck your lug nuts, 90 to 100 foot-pounds.